So we'll just start by coming to our comfortable seated position. It doesn't matter if the legs are crossed or you've got the legs out in front. Use any blocks or cushions that you want to make yourself comfortable. And as you sit here, just breathing in nice and long in the spine. Just breathing that length out through the hips. Just having the chin slightly tucked in so the back of the neck is long. And as you exhale, just rooting down through the sit bones. Just tuning into your breath here. With every inhale, just reminding the spine of its length. Rooting down on the exhale. But as you exhale, just letting any tension and stress just drift away. Just drawing your attention inwards, perhaps closing the eyes if it's comfortable. Hearing the sounds of each breath and the vibrations it sends through the body. You focus only on the breath, just allowing the mind to ease, just gradually feeling the shoulders begin to drop, just rooting down, the attention's only on you. Just a few quiet, conscious breaths. Breath by breath, just observing as the breath becomes naturally longer and the body calmer and stiller. And just letting go here, feeling everything ease as you slowly calm. And now, staying where we are, we'll begin to work with a 3-part breath. Now you have the option, you can use the hands as a guide if you wish, or you can visualize the breath in these areas. But we'll take it slowly. So if you want, you can bring the hands to the chest, just anywhere on them. And as you inhale, just gently breathing into these palms, feeling that chest rise and expand. As you exhale, as that chest contracts. We'll repeat again. And once you've exhaled, we'll move the palms to the ribs, holding them any way. Same move, breathing into these palms as you feel those ribs expand out to the side. As you exhale as they contract, slow breaths. Once more. And then from here, we'll move to the tummy. You can rest the hands anywhere in the tummy. Inhaling into the tummy, you feel that expand out. As you exhale, as it contracts back in. Once more. And when you've done that, we'll bring the hands back up to the chest. If you're using the hands, we're going to combine all 3 movements. So inhaling first into this chest, and then the ribs, finally the tummy. And on the exhale, as that tummy contracts, and the ribs and the chest. And we'll do this twice more. You can use the hands as a guide, or let them hang loose. Chest, ribs, and finally the tummy in the inhale. The tummy contracts, and the ribs, and then the chest. Final one to your breath. Using our complete breath as we clean out the stale air. And when you've had those three, just letting the breath return to normal. The hands can rest anywhere. Sitting in our still seated position, observing the length in that spine again, as we root it all back down through the sit bones. Observing the difference within the breath, as we draw energy in on the inhale, and exhaling away any tension. And then let's move into the neck. So inhaling that length up, exhale, looking up to the ceiling. So we lengthen the front of the neck. Drawing the head back to center on the inhale. As we exhale, looking down, tucking the chin in, lengthening the back of the neck. Inhaling back. And exhale as we draw an ear to a shoulder, lengthening the side. Inhaling back to center. And other side to your exhale. And as we inhale back, doing one more round to your time and your breath. As you look up to center. Then looking down, combining that breath with movement. And then ears to shoulders, we stretch the sides. And then coming back. It's a brief moment of stillness. And if you wish, you can roll the neck around. Or just rest it any other way that you like. But keep it even. If you've gone one way, going the other as well. And when we've done that, coming back, let's give the shoulders a little shake off. And then we'll work into them a little more. But before we do, if you're sitting cross-legged, let's challenge the balance. Cross the legs the other way. Now, probably feels a little wrong. We've all got our side of preference. It's just bringing balance to the body. And then we'll work in the shoulders. So inhaling these arms up to shoulder height. Stretch them out a little. Feel a stretch across the chest. Exhale, palms to shoulders. So sending these elbows out. Breathing in tall, that chest will puff a little. And then we'll begin rotating the elbows slowly to start with. And as you move, you can gradually expand it if you wish. As we squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then reaching the elbows forward. Nice. And then slowing it down to bring those elbows back. As we go the other way. So small circles to start in the opposite direction. So they gradually expand. And then slowing that down again. They come back to stillness. And exhale, arms back down. The shoulders, a little shrug off if they need it. And then we'll work into a side stretch. So with one arm only, inhaling that up. As you reach it up, as we exhale, we'll crawl this other arm out. As we bend over. Doesn't matter if this arm on the floor is straight or the elbow is bent. As you inhale, can you reach that top arm a little more? Exhale, just giving into this stretch. And then let's challenge the core. So can we inhale as we bring both arms up, using the core muscles. Both up. Exhale, other side. As this arm comes and the top one goes over. Excellent. Inhale, maybe reaching that top arm. As we stretch into this side. Giving in. And let's work that core again. Inhale. Both arms up. Keeping them up. And then exhale. Coming into a twist. So one arm's going back. Its front arm might hold the knee. It's a loose twist just now, so it doesn't matter where the arms land. So we hold it here, breathing in out of the hips. Maybe exhaling around a little more. And the other side. Inhale, both arms up, back to center. Exhaling to the other side. So twisting from the hips, wherever these hands land. Inhaling length up in the spine. Maybe exhaling around a little more. Lovely. Inhale, back up to center. Palms together this time. Let's exhale, slowly drawing everything back to heart center. The shoulders nice and dropped. As we hold it here, finding the length again. Exhale, just settling down. Lovely. You can exhale as those palms drop, and we'll work our way through to all fours. So anyway, you can roll over these knees if you wish. So you walk over them, or any other way that's comfortable for you. As you find your all four position, you want these knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, or if it's too much on the wrists, you maybe come onto those fists instead. Settling in with the connection between you and the mat. Finding that length in the spine. And then we'll work in cat. So as we inhale, curling from the base of the spine. As we look up to the ceiling. As we exhale, curling again from the base. Looking down to the mat or through the legs. Repeating this breath by breath. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Feeling through each vertebrae of your spine. Observing any areas of tension. And take a slight bend in those elbows as you move. Combining your breath with your movement. And then, when you've worked evenly, as you come back to your flat back position, And slowly sink those hips back into your child position and adjust it so it's comfortable for you. Maybe you widen those knees, or the hips are maybe higher. Just sinking the chest and head down to the mat. Allowing everything to settle. Tuning into your breath as you observe where you've worked so far. Feeling everything settle and give in. And let's just move the stretch up the spine a little. So with the arms gently reached forward, as we inhale, it's going to lift the palms up, just so we're on our fingertips. And that just gives into the upper back just a tad. And then in your time, as exhale, as those palms lower again, sinking into that child. And slowly inhaling, back up to our all four position. Those knees tucked in, as we get ready to lift into dog. So in your time, tucking the toes under. Now we're going to lift up into dog very slowly. So with those toes tucked under to start with, let's exhale, drawing the hips towards the heels, only as much as is comfortable. You get quite a strong stretch in the back of these feet. The arms maybe reach forward just a tad. Now, on an inhale, let's power through the legs as we lift these hips up to the sky. That just curls you up really nice. Sinking the heels towards the mat, allowing the chest and head to sink through. Let's give the head a little wiggle so it's nice and loose. And if you like, you can take a gentle walk from foot to foot, stretching into the back of those legs. And then, as we come back to stillness, on an inhale, step these feet forward into forward fold. The hands towards the feet, and the feet towards the hands. Just allowing everything to hang nice and loose. The arms can hang, or maybe you hold the elbows, just allowing that lower spine to release. When you're ready, slowly on an inhale, uncurl. So you lift yourself up to stand, planting these feet down, finding yourself nice and tall. And just settling in here, finding that length in the spine. Again, that chin slightly tucked in, shoulders dropping. Sorry, my throat is going to go soon. This radiator behind me has just gone on full blast. Settle into the position here first. So our usual move, inhale, slowly, lifting these arms up. You can look up as they come up and the palms come together. As we exhale, drawing everything back to heart center. And once more, such a good move to just settle everything down. And when the palms come back, leaving them here for a breath or two. And that was the calm before the storm. So, we're going to work in to salute to the sun So you probably want to be around about the middle of your mat. So same move again. Inhale, reaching these arms up, palms not coming together. And exhale, with a bend in those knees, let's sink everything back down to forward fold. In your time, on an inhale, let's plant the palms, stepping the feet back into dog. So we hold it here for a breath. On your exhale, let's lower these knees back into forward fold for a brief cat. As we inhale, looking up. Exhale as we uncurl. And as we come back to our flat back position, you can bring this knee forward any way you wish, into your lunge. So wherever the foot is, exhale as we sink this weight forward and adjust so that knee and ankle are in alignment. As we inhale here, just breathing in tall in this chest. And exhale, just allow that spine to curl over a little. Maybe the hand comes in the leg. As we swing it back around. Exhale, down into child. Just very briefly. And on an inhale. Can we slither it all through as we come to lie on our fronts? Come any other way if you like. When we're on our fronts, keeping the palms beside the chest. And when you're ready, inhale, lifting up into cobra. Exhaling down, tensing these buttocks to protect the lower back. As we inhale, back up to all fours. With these toes tucked in. As we inhale again, up into dog. Sinking those heels down. And in your time, inhaling again. These feet towards the hands, hands to the feet. As you sink down into your fold. Inhaling these arms up as we come up to stand. Palms down to heart center. Now, that was one side. So getting ready for the other. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, folding forward to take a bend in these knees, sinking down. When you're ready, inhale as you plant the palms, stepping the feet back in your dog. Sinking down. Then exhale. Down to all fours. And cat again. As we inhale, curling up. Exhale, curling down. As we come back to our flat back. And then sinking this leg through any way in which it comes. As we shift this weight forward. Checking that alignment again between the knee and the ankle. Inhaling as we lift up in the chest, allowing those hips to sink down. Then exhale, letting that spine curl over. You can maybe bring the hand inside the leg. That allows this leg to swing back. Nice bit. Sinking it all back into child. And then can we inhale, slithering through with these palms beside the chest. Inhaling ourselves up into our cobra, tensing the buttocks as we exhale down. Inhale, back to all fours, toes tucked under, ready to lift in dog in your time. Those hips up, sinking that chest and head through. Inhale as we step the feet to the hands and sink down into our forward fold. As we inhale, lifting ourselves up again, back to our stand. Drawing these hands back to heart center, so shoulders drop. Take a brief moment of rest. The room's probably become a little bit warmer now. But in your time, let's do another round. Sorry, am I still here, guys? It's just popped up. The internet's a bit funny. Sorry, are we still doing okay? Oh, right, that's fine. I've got a thumbs up. Sort itself out in a second. Thank you. Joys of technology. But getting ourselves centered again. Nice and tall. As we inhale. Now you can look up as well. You get a gentle back bend. As we exhale, sinking it all forward with a bend in these knees. Nice forward fold, feeling the spine curve. As we inhale, planting the feet, stepping the feet back into our dog. Holding it here for a second. And on an exhale, lowering down to our all four position in a brief cat. Inhaling up. As we exhale down. And then let's change it up. So when we come back, can we inhale as we send the other leg back? Challenge the balance. And then exhale. With those toes on the floor. Kind of curl around. It works all around the hips. Stepping into the lunge. Excellent. As we exhale, sinking all the way through. Now you have the option that back knee can stay lowered. Maybe you straighten the leg. As we hold the lunge here this time. Now, planting the opposite palm of the front foot. Can we inhale as we open up over this knee? Excellent, that's it. Only looking up if you're balanced. Exhale down. As we lower the back knee here. And then swinging this foot back. Into our all fours. As we sink it all back into our child. For a brief moment. Allowing the spine to ease. And then inhale, slithering it through onto our fronts. Those palms by the chest. Inhaling up into your cobra as much or as little as you wish. As you exhale down. As we draw ourselves back to our all fours. Tucking these feet under. Inhaling up into your downward dog at any point. Stepping these feet through into your forward fold hanging for a brief second. And inhale, lifting up all the way to stand. And exhale, palms down, heart center. One more round. And we'll call this the last one. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Allowing that lower spine to release. Stepping into dog in the inhale. Those hips lift up. And then exhale, down to all fours. As we work in cat, inhaling up. Exhale as you curl, looking down. And then back to our flat back. As we inhale, sending that opposite leg out. On the exhale, as those toes lower, can you crawl around into your lunge? You exhale, sinking that weight forward, remembering that knee and ankle. Inhaling tall in the chest. If you want, you can tuck the back toes under as that leg straightens. And then as we plant the opposite palm of the front foot, inhale, opening up over this front leg. Lovely. Exhaling down. As you lower that back knee as well. Let's sink that back leg back. Through to our all fours. Sinking into child. Enjoying the brief moment of rest. And then in your time, inhale, slithering through to your front. Those palms by the chest. And then inhaling up into your cobra, shoulders drop. Not holding as we exhale back down. Lifting through to our all fours. With those toes tucked under. So we can lift up into our dog. And then stepping to forward fold. Allow that spine to release. And inhale, lifting back up to stand. Palms together. And back down to heart center. Shoulders dropping. And the palms can rest by the side. You might be glad to know there's not another round to that one. Oh, that's a very difficult one to talk through. Let's just settle our breaths back down, shall we? So with these feet nice and planted, I'm just going to work through a breathing exercise. So with yourself nice and tall, as we inhale, send these palms out. Exhale, just going back where they were. As you repeat again, to your breath only. And exhale back. Now this time, all on the inhale, they're going out to the side and to heart center. As you exhale back, the same way we came up. Once more. Now, same move again, but a little higher. So inhale, sides, heart center, and up. Exhale all the way back down. One more. Just observe as this movement settles your breath. You can look up if you like. You exhale down into the sides. Now, final one. I'm just going to change it up. So same move. Inhale up. Now, when you come up, if you want, you can sigh the breath away in a gentle back bend. As we inhale the palms back together up overhead. And exhale down. Lovely. Give everything a nice loose shake off if you wish. And then we'll work into our thighs as we move into warrior. So wherever we are in the mat, let's take a big step forward, roughly a leg distance apart. Front toes forward, back toes in at 30 or 45 degrees. The hips either to the sides or just slightly off. Now with the hands on the hips to keep them even. Breathing in out of the hips, nice tall chest. As we exhale, as this front knee bends. Again, check that alignment so knee and ankle are nice and straight. Feeling the chest expand on the inhale. You can raise the arms up to shoulder height if you wish. If you're balanced, looking over the front fingers, allow those shoulders to drop. Now, as we hold the move here, tune into the breath. Inhaling that length up in the chest, feeling it expand. Maybe you exhale, lowering down a little lower in the hips. This is an active move, feeling the body give in. As we challenge the thighs as well. Lovely. And then, on an exhale, this back arm, I'm going to swing everything back. So exhale as the front arm points up, back arm can hold the leg. So breathe in tall here. Next exhale, we're going to swing it all forward. So as we exhale forward, maybe the elbow on the knee, maybe the arm straightens. Whatever option you choose. And you can look up if you're balanced. And then maybe on an inhale, the front leg may straighten, or maybe you want to keep it where it is. Lovely. Then let's challenge the core. So we inhale everything up. Oh, we can say goodbye to these shoulders. Exhaling them down. Keeping the feet wide, sending them out just a little. Then with a nice loose bend in these knees, let's exhale into a forward fold. Now the arms can hang, maybe they follow the legs. Just releasing down. Now with these knees bent, this just helps the lower spine, just release that little bit more. So you hang here, just letting the breath settle and the body ease. And then slowly, let's inhale as we lift ourselves back up. Nice and tall. You can zigzag these feet in, or a big step. Might want to give everything a wee shake off. Because I think we know what's next. Other side. So I've got a lamp in my way. What are we doing? Right, big step. So the other foot becomes the front one. Back toes in, front ones forward, hips to the sides or just off. And when you're settled, breathing in nice and tall with the hands on the hips. As we exhale, allowing that front leg to bend. You take a peek, that knee and ankle nice and straight. If you're ready, inhaling these arms up to shoulder height. Looking over these front fingers. As these shoulders drop. Remembering with each inhale, as that chest expands. As we root down through these hips. As we tune into our breath. Letting it calm and still the body. And then on the exhale, let's swing everything back. That's it. You can look up if you like. Breathing in taller in this top arm. Then exhale all the way forward. Maybe the elbow is on the thigh or the arm is straight. And again, looking up only if you're balanced. And if you like, on an inhale, front leg maybe straightens, or maybe you keep it bent. And then inhale, everything up. Shoulders drop. Now, so same stance as before. Just bring it in just a little narrower. Just so we've got enough room so we can really allow these knees to bend. Forward fold again. Now you can have the hands on the hips if you like. Exhaling down to halfway. And then sinking down. Just let the arms hang. And when you're down, maybe you hold the elbows, the arms are on the floor or in the legs. And if you want to adjust the width of the stance, you can. Make it comfortable. Allowing that spine to release, especially the lower back. And then, let's come back up. Slowly on an inhale. Uncurling, so the last thing that's up is our head. Big step. We're zigzagging these feet in. Having that shake and rotate if you need. And then we'll slow everything down as we work into our balance. So first, planting all these feet. So we inhale, lifting the toes to start with. You exhale, spreading them out and down. Once more. Inhaling up. Exhale and spread. Just so those feet really nice and secure to the floor. So I forgot to say, if you want to have a wall handy, please do. But if you're ready, just inhale as we lift one heel up to start with. Breathing in tall in this chest. Then, can we bring this knee out in front? You can hold it or it maybe hangs. Have the other arm as a balance. And if you want, give that ankle a quick rotate around. And then, can we exhale, sending the knee out to the side. Remember this other arm as a balance or a wall. Breathing in tall out of the hips. And if you're ready, you can tuck that foot in to wherever it goes in the leg. Maybe it's up high. Maybe the toes are on the floor or anywhere in between. Whatever works for you. Now, only if you're still can we inhale, lifting these arms up. Exhaling the palms down through to heart center. Allowing those shoulders to drop. And if you like, you can just let these thumbs just touch the chest. Drawing the breath into these thumbs as you feel it drawing up through the standing foot into the palms as we find length. As you exhale, rooting down through the standing foot, finding calm and stillness and peace in this pose. And then, gently, exhale as we undo. Planting this foot again. Settling them both on the floor. Let's begin with the other. So inhale as that heel lifts to start with. Maybe, if you're ready, inhaling this knee up in front. If you did before, giving this ankle a rotate around. Remember you have a wall if you need. And then, if you're still, we exhale out to the side. Breathing in tall out of this chest just helps with gravity. Center of balance, not gravity. And then, if you're ready, you can tuck this foot in, whether it's high or low. If you're still imbalanced, inhaling these arms up, they reach up. Exhaling them down as we draw everything back to heart center. And if you did before, you can just rest the thumbs touching the chest. As you draw the breath in here, as it travels up through that standing foot, finding its length through the spine and into the palms. As you exhale it all the way down, rooting down. Lovely. And in your time, exhale as we undo. You can have a rotate and a shake, whatever feels right for you. And then we'll work our way down to the floor. Nice and slowly though. So as we breathe in tall. As we exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, bending these knees and using the tummy as brakes. Just curl down slowly. As each vertebrae releases as you lower. And in your hanging forward bend, it's feeling the spine release breath by breath. And then let's all just take a hold of each elbow, the head hanging nice and loose. And we can have a gentle rock from side to side as we go around one way, easing into that side of the lower spine, and then the other, gently easing it off. As we slowly come back to center and stillness, and allowing those arms to hang. And then in your time, planting the palms as we step the feet back into dog. One last time. And in your downward dog, you can walk from foot to foot. Or maybe you just want to enjoy the stillness. And at any point, just exhale onto the knees as we sink everything back into our child pose. That chest and head sink to the mat in your position of comfort. Just observing as everything gently releases. Tuning into our breaths. Observing the body. Just finding that calm and stillness. And in your time, let's just gently inhale. We lift it back up to all fours. Not holding though. We're going to come through to lie down. You can come any other way that you like, or maybe you cross the ankles. You roll over them. And then bringing the knees nice and loosely bent towards the front of the mat. Ready to lie down, but not quite yet. In your time, inhaling that spine long. These arms up as a balance. As we exhale, peeling the spine down. Working the core, so the last thing down is the shoulders and then the head. And when you're down, and just hug these knees in towards the chest. Have a gentle rock from side to side if you wish. It's massaging around this lower spine. And as you rock one way, the head may roll the other, if it's comfortable for you. And then in time, as we inhale, the knees back to center in stillness. And just loosely keeping the knees where they are. Send these arms out to shoulder height. As we exhale, allowing the knees to fall to any side. And gently looking over that opposite shoulder. Only if you wish. And this nice, loose, gentle twist. Observing the breath in this side of the open lung. As you exhale, you just release in a little bit more. Breath by breath, as you ease around. And then, let's inhale, gently back to center. As we exhale across to the other side. Perhaps looking over this opposite shoulder. Gently easing around on this side. As we observe any subtle differences. The breath in this side of the open lung. And just easing around. And again, as we inhale, back to center. And just sending these legs up into the air. They can have as much a bend as you need. And just observing this, just gently pressing the lower back into the mat. And then in your time, you can bring the arms up to join them. And then maybe you wish to rotate these ankles and wrists around. Just easing them off. And then giving everything a nice loose shake off. And then drawing the arms through the legs. So we take a hold of the outer edges of the feet or the ankles. Gently drawing the knees out and up to the sides of the chest. Maybe you rock here. Maybe you enjoy the stillness. Just move that massage a little higher up the spine. And then, final stretch. We can inhale. Soles of the feet maybe come together, loosely hugging them in. And then, exhaling out. Do you find your comfortable relaxation position? Doesn't matter if the feet are out straight or the knees are bent up. Just having the chin tucked in at the back of the neck is long. And as you're here, just feeling that body settle into the mat, tuning into our breaths, finding that calm and stillness. You hear the sounds of each breath, and the mind emptying. And we'll work through guided relaxation. As I say an area of the body, drawing the attention towards it. Inhaling energy. As you exhale, releasing any tension. And we'll start at the crown of the head. Forehead. Eyes and nose. Mouth and cheeks. Chin, jaw and ears. Front and back of the neck. Shoulders and collarbone. Elbows. Wrists. Front and back of the palms. Fingers and fingertips. Front and back of the chest. And upper back. Ribs and mid-back. Tummy and lower back. Hips and pelvic floor. Thighs. Knees. Calves. Ankles. Heels. Balls of the feet. Toes. the whole body. The whole body. In your time, gently drawing the attention back to this moment. To hear the sounds, the air touch your skin. You can begin to wiggle the toes and fingers as you make small movements. If you like, you can exhale, sending the arms up overhead for a gentle stretch out. And in your time, draw them back down. And maybe hug the knees in towards the chest. Whether in stillness or rocking. And in time, just gently rolling over to any side through a brief moment of pause. As we inhale, lifting ourselves up to your comfortable seated position with that spine long and light. The arms by the sides. As we inhale, reaching them up slowly. Those palms come together. As we exhale them down to heart center. As we bow our heads here. Namaste.